For 15 years, I was one guy. And then one day I woke up, a mentor of mine said, look, you can't scale with just yourself.
Waking up early can be one of the greatest decisions that you ever make in your entire life. One reason is you get more hours in your day than if you didn't wake up early. If you slept in, you lost who knows how many hours in that day, because everybody's given 24 hours and it's all about what you decide to do with that time. Another reason, if you wake up earlier than other people, you're not going to have any distractions to stop you from putting in work to whatever you truly want to achieve in life. If you really want to go for it, you're going to wake up early and you're going to have no distractions, and you're going to be extremely motivated because you know you don't want to waste this time. So you're going to be motivated and have zero distractions from stopping you. So you're going to be laser focused, super pumped, all because you're waking up early.
Freedom, time with family, choices, get to do what you want.
It also just gives you more time to think about what you really want to throughout the day, because when you're up earlier, you have more time to think and more time to get ideas and more time to learn. So all this extra time will slowly add up, eventually equate to tons of time that you gained that other people just haven't been able to get because they're lazy, and that will boost your hard-working confidence. And with your confidence boosted, you're going to be borderline unstoppable because you have that work ethic, you have the motivation, you have zero distractions, you're super confident in yourself now, and there's going to be practically nothing that can stop you because you're just so excited and so focused and just thrilled to be doing what you love. Even though you're waking up early, you're not even going to feel a difference.
I want to own the sector. I want somebody, when somebody thinks about sales training, I want them to equate Grant Cardone.
The number one rule in creating success is to show up. To merely just show up. In fact, it's been said that 90% of all success that people encounter is about showing up. Just show up, folks. You ever known someone that got lucky a lot? You know what they did? They showed up. You can't get lucky if you don't show up. So suit up and show up. All highly successful people know that they have to show up, and that's what they do. They just keep showing up. What does showing up mean? Hey, it means simply getting out of bed in the morning, you know? Sometimes when you don't want to get out of bed, you just get up and get out of bed. Nothing comes to someone that sleeps except a little rest and a few nightmares. Get out of bed in the morning, put your clothes on, take a shower first, put your clothes on, go to your place of work, make the phone call you need to make. You know there's a call sitting there right now that you need to make, and you're wondering, what should I say? Just make the call, you'll figure it out. Call comes in, take the call. Customer walks up, address the customer. Show up, folks. Just do the next right thing. You have an appointment coming in, show up for the appointment. Be there, be early. There's a girl you want to call, pick up the phone and call her right now.
You know, it's a trick. It's like kind of like chaos. It's a bit of chaos happening with a little bit of management. And I don't think in terms of managing things much or balance. When I think of the word balance, I think of the word of managing something, trying to make something a perfect fit. You and I talked about this before about being perfect. You know, it's really a kind of a cop out. But you know, look, the way for me to do it is to go wide. If I can find 7 billion people, I know for sure I can get half of them to like. You know, I think half the people on planet Earth would like me. Half of them would like you. Hey, you know, maybe they're never going to have an opinion of me, or maybe they're going to dislike me. But either way, I'm going to get paid. As long as I keep expanding my base, you know, there's something. I could be perfect for everybody in the room. Half the people are still going to be like, you know, he's too cocky, he's too this, he's too that. I'm 57 years old. I spent 30 years trying to please people. When I finally said, you know what, I'm done, dude. The more energy I spent trying to please you happy, them happy, mom happy, daddy happy, I still couldn't make everybody happy. I'm like, you know what?
I'm just trying to figure it out like everybody else, you know. Hopefully everybody watching is trying to figure out how to get where you want to be. And unfortunately, in my life, where I wanted to be, where I'd set my targets, wherever they were, where I was broke at 25 and made a goal, or when I was 11 years old and the decisions I was making when I was a kid, right? The targets that I set for myself were always, and probably still are, way below my potential. And you don't know that. You don't know that until you start having some wins in life, you know? So it's really, I would just tell everybody, like, it's almost impossible to set a target that is in full line with your potential, that everybody underestimate what they're capable of doing. Between the ages of 15 and 25, I had no wins. Everything was a loss. I mean, everything was like X. You know, I got kicked off the baseball team. I lost the girlfriend. The principal said I was a loser and I couldn't get elected for dog catcher. So I lost my dad when I was 10. I lost an older brother when I was 20. So discipline with money has been extremely important. Not many people talk about discipline with money. Yeah, they show it off. They but very few people. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anybody talk about the discipline of money. Well, that's one thing that I've done extremely well. If I look back over my career, one of the things that I've done, even since when I was broke at 25, when I started building things, I was extremely disciplined. I don't think it was 20 years before anyone had known that something financially had changed for me. And it had changed long before that, right? But nobody saw me starting to sport watches, and yeah, it was just extreme discipline. Like, I didn't drink between the age of 25 and 51, 26 years. I'm like, I'm not gonna drink. It wasn't a drinking issue, it was a money issue, it was a time issue, it was an energetic issue. So it was tremendous amounts of discipline over long periods of time. I've always been money motivated. I've been extremely, I wanted to get my money right. I wanted to have financial freedom, and I saw my dad didn't get that. My dad did really well for the family, and he in all respects.